Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in MC Eternal with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we did we are going on an adventure, which was to construct a Da Vinci flying ship. And then we also did the time in a bottle, which was to craft a time in a bottle, which, passively collects time as we, play the game that we can apply to certain machines that will speed them up, and things like that. So really, really cool stuff. This episode is going to be a little bit odd. I've run into a little bit of a problem. I was going to go and do this iron paxel advancement and then follow up with these ingot advancements. I did the Paxel one and then went on to mining as my passion, and basically I was a little bit short on some copper, a little bit short on some aluminum, and I was like, I'm just going to go and mine it and then I'll come back. And I discovered that aluminum in Minecraft or MC Eternal is almost impossible to find because it is such a rare item in MC Eternal. So if we open up our JEI, we type aluminum ore, and we go and click on that, and we go to the world gen and flip it over to the overworld. Basically, there's a small range between Y16 and Y37 that it will spawn, but it still only spawns at a 0.5% rate, which is incredibly small. Now, there is another item in MC Eternal that does produce aluminum, and that's bauxite. And so we type that in there. There are two different types of bauxite. There's the immersive engineering bauxite, which when you break the block will drop in aluminum ore. And then there's this bauxite ore tech reborn. Now, this bauxite ore, if we go again to the world gen and go to the overworld, a little bit wider of an area to find it, but 0.4%. So this is almost impossible to find. That leaves this other bauxite ore from the Tech Reborn. It is a lot better, 0.24%. I've actually found quite a bit of this stuff all over the world. The problem is this bauxite is very, very difficult to turn into aluminum. So there are a couple of different machines that we can use. We'll just go flip through the top. So if we had an industrial grinder, we could potentially get some pulverized aluminum, which we could turn into ingots. Industrial grinder, that's a little bit complicated for me right now. The grinder, doesn't do it there. The crusher's actually been disabled. Doesn't matter, doesn't produce the aluminum ore. Here we go. If we had a pulverizer, there'd be a 10% chance that it would drop some aluminum ore. And again, this one's a little bit more doable, but it is, these are things that start to require power. I don't have power yet. I am still, working my way up towards that. Here's another 10% chance of dropping some aluminum ore. The crusher doesn't do anything. The world gen, and really that's about it. And then the sag mill. Stuff that's potentially we could do it. This one takes dark steel, but that's not going to produce it quick enough, and I kind of found a different way of getting aluminum in this world, and I kind of want to show it off. It deserves its own episode because it is completely different than everything else that was going to go on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our JEI. We're going to type aluminum nugget. Now, this is going to bring up, all the different ways of getting the aluminum nugget, one of which is the crop produce from Agricraft. If you're not familiar with this mod, you can take different seeds and different plants and splice them together to produce, higher level or different ones. So to get the aluminum nugget, we're going to need some Jaslumine Seeds. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And it's going to have to be planted on top of farmland, which is also on top of a block of aluminum ore. Now, I've done a lot of digging. I spent probably 2-3 hours today looking for aluminum ore. I did find some early on, and then I ended up smelting it before I realized that to use this, I'm going to actually need the block of aluminum ore. So keep that in mind. Now, to get the Jaslumine Seeds, we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to combine them with some Farinum seeds and some potato seeds. Now, potato seeds are quite easy to get. The Farinum seeds are a little bit more difficult. To do that, we're going to need melon seeds and pumpkin seeds. Splice those together on top of a iron ore block. So I get a little bit complicated, but it is actually really, really interesting and it works really, really well. So to start, what we're going to have to do is build ourselves some crop sticks. So open up the crafting table here. To build some crop sticks, it is going to be 4 sticks in a crafting table. That gets us 4 crop sticks, which is perfect. And you know what? Since we are here, we could use a whole bunch of these. So I'm going to create a whole bunch more with all the sticks that I had. So we got 28 crop sticks right now. I'm going to take 4 of those crop sticks in a crafting table with 4 seeds and a book. This is going to get us our agricultural journal. Now, this is not necessary for this quest, but it is going to be kind of handy, and it's, it'd be a good idea to do it because it will record all the different things that we do now and in the future. Now, that's opened up a couple of quests, and I forgot to show it off here. If we go to farming and agriculture, we've got our agricultural journal there. There's our crop sticks. We're actually going to go and finish off these other 5 here as well. They are not necessary for what we're going to do today for the aluminum, but they're all parts of this Agricraft, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of show them off. So first off is going to be the gardening trowel. That is just a stick and 2 iron ingots. Next up is the clipper. This is something you could use to obtain clippings from certain plants. You can, graft them onto other ones. That is going to be an iron ingot, some shears, and 2 sticks. Then there's also a wooden hand rake. Use this to remove weeds from crops. Now, I've tested this out. I've never seen any weeds in crops, so I don't know what the use of this is. But to craft it, it is 5 sticks in a crafting table in a T shape. And then there is the magnifying glass. Again, I've tested this. The only thing this really tells you is the light level at the block. I don't know if there's more to it or not, but to craft it, it is a glass pane and 4 sticks in a Y shape. Last but not least is going to be the seed analyzer. This is a little bit more useful, especially if you've got the agricultural journal. To make a seed analyzer, it is a glass pane, a stone slab, 3 sticks, 2 wood planks, and then a wood slab just in the bottom down there. And we'll go grab that one up. And last but not least, now this is not something that we need to do, but to speed up the process, what we're going to do is we're going to craft ourselves a watering can. I've chosen the extra utilities ones. There are a couple of different ones, but this one is super, super cheap and it works really, really well. To craft it, it is a wood bowl and 4 stone, just in like a little J shape right there. And we're going to grab that one and take it out, and we are good to go. So let's go and place our seed analyzer just over here for the moment. If we open it up, there's a little spot here where we place our seeds. There's a progress bar. This is an actual button to open up the agricultural journal. And then we've got an agricultural journal we can put in here, and anything we analyze will get stored in this journal. So as a demonstration, I know we're going to be using pumpkin seeds and I know we're going to be using melon seeds today. So we'll take those pumpkin seeds, we'll throw them into the analyzer. It's going to go and do a little bit of analytics there. And there you go. It is complete. We now hover over there. It says a growth 1, gain 1, strength 1. We can build that up. And that might be something we'll do in the background. But for now, all I'm interested in is just kind of showing off how this works. If we click that button, we open up our agricultural journal and we now have pumpkin listed. There's no mutations for it because you have to know both seeds before it'll tell you that there's a mutation for them. So next up is going to be the melon seeds. We'll throw them in the analyzer there. As soon as this is complete, we can open up our agricultural journal. And we go close that, and there you go. So the pumpkin seeds, it's now showing a mutation. Melon seeds and pumpkin seeds make something. I know it's that Farah whatever type seeds, which will get us some iron nuggets. But we're going to need that one to make the seed again that makes the aluminum ingot. And I'm so bad with names, and that one is there's really hard to pronounce. So what we need to do, and it is nighttime. I'm going to go and sleep, and then we'll go start right at the front here. Okay, so I've slept. It is now day. You can see I've got it set up like we were looking in the JEI. We've got the block of iron ore down at the bottom. We've got some farmland up on top. We're just going to pop back up here. And I forgot, I got to go, I don't have to go all the way back, but, I will just for the sake of argument. And then we're going to take the crop sticks. We're going to go 1, 1, 2, 1. So the open crops, you can actually plant stuff in these. And then the closed ones will actually try to breed them together. If I left click on that again, it will make it open, and your plant will actually grow into these spaces, which is good. I think that's how you basically level them up. But if you want to actually cross them, you got to go pop that top on, and just so it encourages the cross pollination or grafting. I'm sure there's a different word that they use for it, but that is fine. So we'll take the pumpkin seeds, we're going to go place them in here, and then we'll take the melon seeds, we're going to go place them in here. Now, this is going to be very, very slow, and we kind of want to speed this up, so that's why we built ourselves that watering can. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to go fill it up with some water. And there you go. So that is now full. I'm just going to hop up here. Now, this watering can waters in a 3x3 area, which is exactly what we want. So I'm going to pick that middle block there, and we're just going to go and water, water, water. And you see those plants are growing up really, really quickly. And all we got to wait is for them to cross. Now, they may or may not. I'm going to give it a few seconds. And it doesn't look like anything's happened. So we're going to go left click, and then we're going to go keep watering. Let them grow up again. It is a random chance. This one here says about 50%. I haven't had a whole lot of trouble doing it before, so we'll give it a second more. Okay, so to speed this up, I've basically alternated these. So I've got the pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin. Hopefully one of these is going to go off a little bit quicker than the other one there. I keep messing up my farmland. So we're just going to go and we're going to run. Oh, okay, I harvested that one. Not the end of the world. And we're just going to go back and forth. Now, what's going to happen when they do successfully cross, this top's going to pop off. And that's what we're waiting for. That's the sort of action that we're going for right here. And we're just going to go back and forth. There we go. So here we go. This one here is now crossed. You can see it's a completely different plant. If we go speed this up, and there you go. This is now, if we go right click, there we go. There is some iron nuggets. That's perfect. If we go and break this, we now have some ferrium seeds, which is absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we want. We'll come back over here to the seed analyzer. We're going to go throw them up in here. It's going to go and basically analyze it. We can click the book, flip, 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 flip. There we go. Ferrium seeds. I discovered mutations. That's how we get them. We're now going to need to cross these ferrium seeds. So if you remember, we went into the crop produce. The Jaslumine seeds were ferrium seeds and potato seeds. Now, potato seeds are really, really easy to get in the Agricraft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go put down some regular sticks, and we just need to take a potato, and we're going to go and place it in there. Now, I could grow this up and it's going to be a regular potato, or I could break it right away and they've turned into potato seeds, which is perfect. So we'll come back down here. We'll analyze the potato seeds. We've taken out those ferrium seeds while we were at it. And as soon as that's done, we'll take them out. We'll hit that book. We'll go all the way over. And there we go. Ferrium seeds now show up with two potential crosses between ferrium and potato. So this is really, really interesting. I did do a little bit of digging. The second combination actually produces a flower that's going to produce lapis lazuli. I'm not interested in that right now. We're just going after the aluminum. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. And I actually changed this. We'll go break these guys here. And then we're going to replace that one with the aluminum. We'll come back up on top. Now, I've actually got these worms here that help speed things up. You can get them by just hoeing regular grass blocks. They come up fairly regularly. I'm going to say like 1 in 5, maybe 1 in 10, if not more. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the ferrium seeds. Oh, actually, we're going to go and place our little blocks here. And then we're going to take the ferrium seeds. Oh, which reminds me, we've got to actually move that block of iron. Because even to grow the seeds regularly, you need that item. So We've got a block of iron. These will now grow normally. We'll come back up, and potato seeds, we'll throw those over here. And again, we just got to kind of wait and hope that things happen. So we'll just start growing stuff up. All right. Nope, that's another potato. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. This, here we go, guys. This is it. I psyched myself out. There's about 3 or 4. I don't know what's going to make it into the video. I had about 3 basically they just were potatoes. They weren't the crop, but it's got these white flowers. So if we go and right click on there you go. We have now got some aluminum nuggets. That's absolutely perfect. From here, basically all we've got to do is just sit there and grind out aluminum nuggets that we can turn into iron ingots. So if you have more blocks of aluminum, this is way easier. But it's certainly possible to, okay, where are we going to find? We're going to find the sweet spot right there. There we go. And yeah, we're just going to keep going here. As soon as we see those white flowers, we can pop them off. And actually, let's go and throw that there. And we'll just keep on going. We need 9 nuggets total. There you go. With the watering can, it's amazingly quick. This really speeds things up. Way better than waiting for it. You could do this passively if you wanted. And there's certainly machines out there that can farm for you. But when you want to get them, grind them out, where'd it go? There you go. Oh, only 8. We're getting really close. 1 more. And there you go. We've got our 9. Let's come over here to a crafting table, and we're going to go right there. Oh, that was the iron one, so that's not what I wanted. There you go. Aluminum nuggets. There we go. And there we go. There's our aluminum ingot. That's absolutely perfect. So it will not take me very long to grind out the amount that I need. I think I only need 10 or 12 more ingots to move on to that quest. So that's absolutely perfect. We're going to leave this here. What I am going to do is we're going to go and open up our quest book. We've got a bunch of quests here that I didn't mean to get, or we got a bunch of quests here that some of which I meant to get, some of which I didn't. So here's our agricultural journal. We got 50 monies for that. Clippers, 50 monies. Crop sticks, 50 monies. Gardening trowel, 50 monies. Wooden hand rake, 50 monies. Magnifying glass, 50 monies. Seed analyzer, 50 monies. That's perfect. And you know what? Since we're here, 8 seeds. We'll get the Rusty Farmer's Maddock. Okay, we'll take that. That's not too bad. We did the watering can. We'll take that one. This tank is something that I built just on the own. I didn't realize it was an actual quest. Basically, it's just glass panes and obsidian gets you that, and that's 50 monies there. But that's absolutely perfect. That is good. But let me know in the comments below if you did any of those advancements any differently than I did. I would really appreciate it if you guys know a better early source of aluminum in MC Eternal. This one was really tough to troubleshoot. I spent a couple of hours today just trying to figure this one out. But let me know in the comments below if you know of a different way of getting that. If you enjoyed this video, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there'll be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content and you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.